Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you coming to check out my very first video. I would love it if you would subscribe because I'm hoping to post about once a week for things fashion related and some lifestyle items as well. I have wanted to start a YouTube channel for years and years. I'm super excited to be making this video today. Today's video is a reveal of a handbag that I bought, and I thought it would be fun to share the bag and the ways I plan to style it and just like my initial thoughts on the bag. I would love to know what sort of videos you'd like to see going forward, and if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I'll put my handle here. I would love it if you would follow me and check out my vlog as well. So to get started, the bag that I picked up is from YSL. And I actually haven't opened it yet myself. I mean, I obviously checked it out in store and was kind of debating between two different colors. So I'll share the bag that I ended up getting. I do always love the Saint Laurent packaging. I think it's just like really nice quality and stuff. I'm gonna try not to rip the sticker here. Okay, that didn't work out. It is now ripped. So I haven't opened it since I brought it home, but I did buy it in store at Nordstrom. So I ended up getting this bag during their note event where you get like a $60 note when you spend $250, which in the grand scheme of a YSL bag is not a ton of money, but it's hard to save on luxury, right? There aren't a lot of like ways to get a deal on luxury, especially now that we aren't traveling. I found like duty free and like buying things when in Europe and getting like the VAT refund and stuff to be the most affordable way to pick up a luxury handbag. So this turned out to be like, versus going and buying it at the Saint Laurent store and not getting any sort of discount, I thought the $60 note was good, especially with the end sale coming up. So this here is just the nice way in which they provide you your receipt, which is nice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and unbox. So they've got like the really nice ribbon and a really great box. I always save these boxes because they're so great for just like displaying in your closet and keeping items such as like these sorts of receipts and things organized, but also really good to have if you do plan on reselling the bag down the road. The more things that you keep that come with it, the better your resale price usually ends up being, because the next buyer would obviously like to have all those things. And so this is what it looks like once you've got the bag open there. And again, let me see if I can do this without destroying the wrapping. Oh, you know what? We'll just sneak it out of the side. So the bag that I purchased is the bum bag, or I think it might be called the belt bag at YSL. I have wanted this bag for so long, but didn't pick it up, or like any sort of like belt bag. I don't have any in my collection. I have the Gucci Marmont super mini bag, which can be worn as a belt, but also has like a chain, and it is a really tiny size, so it's relatively dressy as well. And I don't use it as a belt bag much because it doesn't fit much in that way. But I had wanted a belt bag for so long and decided to get one now that we are dealing with like the whole COVID and all of those sorts of things. I like the idea of going places and having my bag just like be on my body and not having to put it down anywhere. Because usually if I like put my things down somewhere, I come home and I wipe them and stuff, and I don't love the idea of like designer handbag leather getting Lysol wiped like constantly and stuff. So I thought this would be great. Like if I go to like get my nails done or something, it just stays on me and I don't have to like put it down anywhere and stuff and be like tracking germs and stuff home in the current environment that we're in. So I decided to take the plunge on the belt bag, and then I just kind of compared the different options around. There's obviously the LV one, which is super popular, and I knew I didn't want like very printed because even this one is a little bit busier than I wanted. I was contemplating getting the one that is black on black, which only comes on a croc print. Like if I could have gotten a smoother leather, like a not printed leather, and then gotten like the black, I would have really liked that. And that is one of my only sort of things I don't love about this bag. There's a couple of things, maybe I'll just go through those off the bat. It's the size of the logo. It's a little bit bigger than it is on my other bags, and it's pretty big. Like I find it to be a slightly flashy size. So I wish that came in a smaller logo. They do have the one that says like the Saint Laurent just in like stamped writing up here, but I do find those start to wear off. I have a sac de jour that is like that, and so I don't love the look of like when that stamping starts to wear off, which I thought it would on this because I do plan on using it a ton and using it casually. So anyways, the reason I ended up going for this one is the number of belt options. So let's just share the number of holes on here. It's insane. I usually end up having to punch my own holes into belts and even like shoe straps and things. So I really loved that this fit me easily without needing to make my own holes. It has a lot of options for waist sizes on here, which is like with the Gucci Marmont Super Mini that I was sharing, I have that doesn't have a waist option that fits me. It's just one size, so it doesn't hang at like the spot that I would like it to optimally. So I really did like that about this, just how many options they have. The only downside of it, which is the only other thing I don't like about the bag, is when I am wearing it on the smallest setting, a lot of the belt hangs forward. Like, oh, maybe I should remove the stuffing to better show this. So, and it comes very stuffed so that like you're not able to mold it to your body. So when you're trying it on in the store, you don't realize that like it will fit incredibly well. But once I did get it onto, so if I am wearing it around my waist at the size that I would want to wear it, like I was saying, there is a hole that fits me perfectly on here. But when it comes around, the tail just kind of hangs off like that. Like even if I put it through here, there's nowhere for this to go. I would have loved, and I'm obviously not going to do this to my designer bag, but I would have loved if they did like a little slit here and you could tuck the tail back through there. So I'm gonna just end up like, you know, tucking it under or over or something. But if they'd have done something here so you could like slip it back through the belt, kind of like an LV belt I have, that would have been amazing, because I do think the strap is going to get kind of like warped and misshapen. This isn't going to be like the most comfortable thing. So a little detail that I wish they had looked after, because I think for a lot of people when they're wearing it at the smallest setting, they're going to need to do something about this. So I don't know. I still need to figure out what we're going to do with that. In terms of the bag, I ended up going with this leather. It does come in a smooth leather option as well as croc. And the reason I went for this sort of like textured leather is because I do plan on using it casually a lot, and I don't want it to start showing the wear. And I did like the glossiness to it, whereas the croc was a dull leather. It fits a ton, and inside the bag you've got the card holder as well as this slip pocket, which is where they have the what is it called? The authenticity card tucked in, as well as the price tag for this. And so I like that it has like the card slots and things if you don't want to carry a card holder. I love how much it's going to fit and how carefree it's going to be. So I was sharing the waist option in which I plan on wearing it. So there are like a few ways that you can wear the bag that I've kind of seen people like styling their belt bag. So that would be one option. And then another way that I've seen it styled is just like over the body like this. And so that's sort of how that would look. And then the other ways that I've seen are just sort of like thrown on one shoulder like this. Would that be the shoulder, or shall we try this way? So it has somewhere to hang. And obviously you can adjust the belt for this to make it like the right size. And then also I've seen it thrown over the back like this. So kind of like, you know, a backpack look. And I have seen guys also wearing it around to the back like this. I never feel great when I have my bag behind me like that. I'm not a backpack person. Like I have a Louis Vuitton backpack, but I always wear it like as a crossbody in front of me. I don't love the idea of like others having access to my bag behind me or walking that way. It just doesn't feel secure to me. So those are all the different ways in which you can wear it. So I was sharing why I ended up going with the YSL one. I just felt like it was the most bang for your buck. So in terms of, I knew like the Louis Vuitton one is in a totally different price range. This one was 14, 15 Canadian dollars, and like plus tax obviously. The Louis Vuitton one is like, I want to say somewhere in the 2,500 range. I could be off because they're always changing their pricing. They just did during this whole COVID as well. They did a little bit of a price hike. So I liked the price point. I knew I wanted leather because I wanted the ability to dress it up. Some of the more affordable options don't come in leather. They're either like the sort of like what would it be, like canvas or whatnot, like the Prada bag. I've seen, like, I think even Saint Laurent has like a cheaper version that way. So I knew I wanted the ability to be able to dress it up. I loved the amount that fits into this one. The Givenchy one was the other one I was considering because it has a chain as well. So when you're wearing it across, it looks like really chic and more dressy. One of the models that I saw on a website wearing it was actually wearing it over a blazer, and it looked really dressed up and nice, but it didn't like, it came in certain waist sizes, so it didn't have as many options. And I do know that when I want to wear it around my waist, I want to wear it at my true waistline and have it be able to like come in at that spot. So that's why I ended up going for this one, so that I wouldn't have to be punching my own holes and kind of like altering a designer bag, because obviously that really affects it for resale as well. So anyways, that's the things that I ended up loving about this bag. If you guys would like to see a styling video or a review of how it's wearing or anything, I would be happy to make that as well. And please subscribe if you enjoyed this, and let me know any other videos that you would like to see on my channel. Thank you so much for watching.